learn about Microsoft PowerPoint 2010, Part 1. Over the last 2 decades, our lives have slowly been taken over by technology. The rapid development of technologies has considerably influenced mankind. The advent of advanced presentation graphics software has replaced the overhead projectors and transparencies of bygone days. Data presentation has now become more colorful, comprehensive, and appealing. The conventional method of teaching using blackboards in classrooms are being gradually replaced by digital boards. It has made the learning process more interactive, effective, and easy to comprehend. Presentation software is an application software which is used to create multimedia presentation in the form of slideshows. A presentation is a collection of slides arranged in a sequential manner to convey, persuade, motivate, entertain, or to provide information. A slide can be defined as a digital or an electronic page of a presentation. A slideshow is a sequential display of slides which is shown to the audience with an objective of providing information and exchanging ideas or views on a particular topic. The presentation can be projected on a big screen by attaching the computer to a multimedia projector. A presentation can be made more interesting and effective by adding text, diagrams, scanned images, clip art, sounds, videos, designs, and special animation effects. In this lesson, you will learn about the basic operations of a presentation software, its components, and connected aspects. Most popular presentation softwares are Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides, part of Google Docs, Adobe Connect, OpenOffice Impress, Microsoft PowerPoint 2010. PowerPoint 2010 is a presentation software that allows you to create dynamic slide presentations that can include animation, narration, images, and videos. It is a graphical software package that is used for creating effective multimedia presentations. It is a part of the Microsoft Office 2010 suite, which provides various tools, wizards, templates, themes, and predefined layouts to create dynamic and professional presentations. Microsoft PowerPoint is a powerful communication tool to present the views and ideas effectively through visual aids. Your presentation can be enhanced with 2D and 3D clip art, special effects and transition styles, animations, and high-impact drawing tools. The maximum usage of this application can be seen in the field of entertainment, education, corporate training sessions, seminars, and conferences. You can easily import data from Word, Excel, etc. into a PowerPoint presentation. You can also generate handout material and speaker's note after creating a presentation. Let me tell you how to start PowerPoint. Click the Start button, then go to All Programs, then go to Microsoft Office, Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2010. On starting PowerPoint, a blank presentation name Presentation 1 appears on the screen. Let us understand the PowerPoint window. The Microsoft PowerPoint window has the following components. Title bar. This bar is located at the top of the PowerPoint window. It displays the name of the current presentation, Presentation 1, and the name of the application, Microsoft PowerPoint. Quick Access Toolbar. It is a customizable toolbar which contains commands that you may want to use quite often. By default, this toolbar is located on the title bar, but you can place it below the ribbon also. To do so, click on the drop-down arrow at the right end of the toolbar and select Show Below the Ribbon option from the Customize Quick Access Toolbar menu. You can also add more commands to this toolbar. Right-click on any command on the ribbon and click on Add to Quick Access Toolbar. Ribbon. It is placed at the top area of the main window. It displays several tabs such as File, Home, Insert, Design, Transitions, Animation, Slideshows, Review, View, and Acrobat. Each tab contains commands arranged into different groups. File tab. The Office button of Microsoft Office 2007 has been replaced by the File tab in Office 2010. It launches the Microsoft Office Backstage view. This view allows us to create a new presentation, open an existing presentation, save, print, send, or close the presentation. Slides pane. It is the blank area in the middle of the window where you can design the slides. Number 6. Slides tab. It shows a thumbnail or miniature version of each slide. If we want to see the large view of any thumbnail, click on it. The selected slide appears in the Slides pane. You can add, delete, duplicate, and rearrange slides in the Slides tab. Outline tab. This tab displays the outline of all the text present in each slide. You can edit your text directly in this view. Status bar. It is positioned at the bottom of the PowerPoint window. It displays important information about the current slide like slide number, theme, name, spell check, view, and zoom level. View buttons. These buttons can be used to switch between the normal view, the slide sorter view, the reading view, and the slideshow view. These are present on the right end of the status bar. Notes pane. In the Notes pane, you can type your personal notes about the current slide. These notes do not appear on the screen when the slides are shown in full screen mode. Number 11. Vertical and horizontal splitter bars. These bars are used to change the size of the panes. The tabs on the ribbon contain the commands as well as additional tools. Each tab consists of different groups. Each group has icons or commands for different functions. Hovering the mouse over the command displays the functions of that command or icon. Home tab. The Home tab gives you an access to the most commonly used commands including copy and paste, formatting, text, and the new slide command. These commands are found in the Clipboard group along with the Format Painter. The Home tab is selected by default whenever you open PowerPoint. Some of the important groups in the Home tab are described below. Clipboard. The Clipboard group provides options that enable you to cut, copy, and paste text. The Format Painter button is also present here. Cut. The Cut command removes the selected text from the present location and puts it into the clipboard, which can be retrieved later on. Copy. The Copy command copies the selected item or text and puts it on the clipboard. Paste. This command is used to paste the cut or copied information in clipboard at the location where the cursor is positioned. Number 1. Use Destination Theme. This option will display the copied text with all formatting effects applied to it, excluding any previous changes made to its font size. Number 2. Keep Source Formatting. This option will create exact duplicate copy of the text. All the previous formatting effects are applied to it. Number 3. Picture. This will convert the copied text into picture. All the picture effects can be applied to text. Number 4. Keep Text Only. This will paste the text in simple format, excluding all previously applied formatting effects. Format Painter copies formatting styles from a selected position and applies it to another. Students note that to apply the same formatting to many places, double-click on the Format Painter button. Slide.